Another boring house tour. Well, whatever. Anyways, um, I do have film saved up, and I could go outside right now and show you the WR, but there's really no point because it's not in pieces or anything. In fact, if I go out this door, and then I go out this door, and then I go out this door, you'll also notice it's not here like it is in the video normally, because it's pretty much dead. Fucking bright out here. Alright, anyways. So here it rests. Yeah. So I was doing a little bit of reading online and I'll get into what I found out actually happened, but it's fixable, but I'm not going to. It's pretty fucking rough. In fact, I think, yeah, that's the flat spot. I don't know if you can see that very well, but that's, you know, what's left of the tire, for example. Anyways, so basically what happened was I found out third and fifth gear on the early 426s. Actually, what's strange is they're usually the 2002s and later, and some of the really early WRs, I don't know about the later ones, are extremely weak. And so, unfortunately, for me anyways, I'm always in fifth gear. Like, I'll be cruising around town. I could probably start in fifth gear if I wanted. I've never tried it, but I probably could. So I'm always cruising around town in fifth gear. And as a result, they don't like to spin very fast for very long, apparently. I'm not exactly sure what the deal is with that is. Do you like my refrigerator? I'm going to get some of this so I can do stuff. Anyways, so going down George Bush, basically what happened is it got sick and tired of spinning. Why is this being a bitch to get off? It got sick and tired of spinning and probably ate itself to pieces. I haven't actually opened it up to look at it yet. Now, obviously, I'm not heartbroken at all about this. It doesn't bother me in the slightest, because I kind of expected it, for one, to fail, not necessarily the transmission, but some part of it that would kill me, or the bike, or both. This one damn near did both. So the plan, then, is to probably get a new bike, or one sort of new, or something. And I'm looking at a couple options, and then those options keep splitting into options. So on the bottom of the list, and I do mean the bottom, there's the WR and the KE. The KE's right there. Now the KE, I looked into it actually. It's only about $15 to fix the transmission on that thing. It just needs a seal. Actually, it's not even the transmission. It literally just needs a countershaft seal. But the problem is it's 40 years old. Think of it as like a Grom that's a two-stroke that is worth less than a Grom, but more, and it's worth less than a Grom in physical money right now, but it's worth more in sentimental value, even though, I mean, I basically got it for $500 and but I've been wrenching on it on and off and restoring it, but basically I don't want to ruin the thing. They're not very rare. I've seen a couple KEs on Craigslist, but it's a fun little bike. So I don't really want to make that my main bike. There's that problem. There's obviously fixing the WR, which is a $200 to $300 fix. I'd have to get the secondary and main shaft of the transmission if that's what failed. Basically, I'd have to get all the internals of the transmission, and I'd probably fix up some of the other issues while I was at it. But, so there's that. I should have had the dual camera so you could see the fact I'm drinking tea. On the sort of middle to top of the scale, there's the RMX. And the reason the RMX is even being considered, I don't want to go this way actually, because this camera, I found out the mic on this camera is really, really good. So if I go in my room, you'll hear all my fans, and that'll get annoying very quick. So instead, I'm going to go in this one. Oh, wait, it won't matter because you can't see me. Whatever, I was going to spin around the chair. Anyways, there's the RMX. Now, the upside to the RMX is everybody on the channel wants to see it again. And I can't blame them. That thing is one of the more fun bikes I've ever ridden. I'm running out of places to walk to because I have it set on this camera, which means you can't see me unless I do... Oh, look. Injury from a CRF. Unless I do this. Oh yeah, I need to get a haircut too. and shave. I haven't done either of those. But anyways, so the RMX, I know everybody wants to see it again. Everybody thought it was pretty fucking cool. And no, I cannot add it in. Damn it. I can take a picture while recording. All right, whatever. Everyone thought it was pretty fucking cool. Why am I back in here? And it's a fun fucking bike, and in America at least, they're pretty fucking rare. Like, I could probably count on my hands the amount of street legal two-stroke supermoto builds in the country here. It's that rare. So apparently that's the color of the wall? I don't know. These appear on my wall every once in a while. My parents like randomly decide to paint it. Actually, it's been this color for many years now. I think eight years. And for the past 3 summers or so, my parents have been like going, or at least one of them has been going back and forth. And every once in a while, there'll just be random like sticky notes and colors from Home Depot and Lowe's on there. I'm not sure why. But anyways, so yeah, the RMX is rare. It's fun. It's comical. It's the cheapest option as in a new bike. Technically, it's old for one, and two, if you saw Jake's video, I think one of them was old bikes pushed too far. In fact, that's the one where this bike is in it. Everyone is saying it needs a rebuild. Now, initially, when the video came out, I argued it did not, but I hadn't ridden the bike in a long time, and I was very wrong. I got around to riding it again, and it's horrible now. Now, the fact that people said that it sounded like it needed a rebuild is wrong. It's always sounded that way. It just sounds like that naturally. But, so yeah, it needs $200 or $300 at least worth of just repairs, maybe more. Do we go to this camera? Is that how this works now? I don't know. I'm not even sure if you can actually see me. I'm going to go to a mirror so I can see the front of my phone. Oh yeah, that'll work. So, anyways, it needs $200 or $300 worth of repairs, probably a little bit more actually. Plus, I'd be paying Tyler for the bike off. Tyler for the bike, paying whatever. Anyways, basically, the downside to the RMX is it's not ready to go right now. As a matter of fact, it's far from ready. It barely runs, really. He said I was more than welcome to use it for Cars and Coffee. And I was actually going to use my car for Cars and Coffee. It's out there somewhere. Anyways, and I said I didn't want to because it was so down on power the last time I rode it. I was really afraid that if I rode it for what we'd be doing at Cars and Coffee, even to Cars and Coffee, I might just melt the piston, which is unlikely. It would just have almost no power at all, but I didn't want to cause any harm to the motor or anything like that, which I don't know what I would actually cause other than just making it gutless. I opted not to. In fact, I'm probably going to take David's KLR. He's the guy who on the one video basically couldn't start my bike. He offered to let me use either one of his bikes, or if I wanted, I can use his WR, but I don't like his WR for one. But, and the other thing is, I'm not sure if I'm going to fix both bikes up or not, because he said he'd come if both bikes were ready, otherwise I'll just take the KLR. And, but I think I'm going to do, anyways, way off topic. So, back to what I was saying about the bikes. The Grom is really cheap, really fucking light, and pretty fucking gutless. I found out a lot of people lately are touring on these things, believe it or not. I don't know why. There's a guy who went from some place that I can't remember the name of to Alaska, which was a long-ass ride. A couple thousand miles, I think, on a Grom. And I've seen tons of people dual sport them. In fact, I've already picked the tires for the bike if I decide to buy a Grom. Jake's getting a Grom. Almost all of Stay Broke Crew's getting a Grom. Everyone on the planet's getting a Grom. My fucking boss wants a Grom. In fact, she wants to come riding with us. But yeah, she wants to get a Grom. And she already has 7 or 8 bikes. So, which she never rides. But anyways. So, that's an option. The DRZ 400 SM is another option. But the problem with the DRZ is a couple things. It's heavy as fuck for a motard. It's 322 pounds, and in motard terms, that's heavy. In normal motorcycle terms, it's actually not that bad. It's electric start only. It's carbureted. From the factory, it's restricted to 33 horsepower. That's it, which is pretty fucking useless. It can be de-restricted and made into a 60 horsepower bike and a couple other things, but you know, this is kind of annoying. And a lot of places de-restricted at the dealership, but still. There is, at the very top of the scale, 3 bikes. Obviously, there's the WR450F 2014, 2015, maybe even the 2013 models. The downside to those is you have to make them street legal first. So you're already paying for a bike and you can't ride it on the streets yet. And even though I have a kit to obviously make them legal, unless it doesn't have the matching light and things like that. So unless they come stock with high-low beam and a working brake light, I don't know that I'll do that. And I don't know that they do or not because I haven't been able to find that information. So the other 2 bikes are the Ducati and the Triumph Scrambler, which cost about the same as the WR, produce a lot of power, are pretty useless and honest, and at least in the Triumph's case, whatever, I can't talk today. If you haven't noticed, I'm really tired from work. Look really good. So, you know, but the main debate is DRZ versus RMX, RMX versus WR, all those options versus a Grom. I've even considered bikes like a TW200 from Yamaha, which is the one that has the ridiculously large back tire, this CRF 250L from Honda, and that's a pretty heavy bike for one, and it's only a 250, and with the exception of the Grom and the RMX, I really don't want to downgrade if I can avoid it. I know I'm already downgrading on the DRZ, but it's only 26cc and a lot of horsepower. So I don't know. Obviously everyone on YouTube wants me to get the RMX or CRF 500. I'm not going to get a CRF 500 because I can't find one to start with, and 2, they're pretty fucking difficult. I mean, if you do obtain one, they're expensive and they're difficult to get legal for a multitude of reasons. But yeah, so anything like a KX 500, CRF 500, WR 500, I'm sure I missed one, RMX 500, or did they make a 400? I don't remember. But anyways, any of those big 2-strokes, you're not going to see me on. As much as I'd like a Myco 750 and could probably afford one with financing, I'm not going to buy one of those either. So as far as the 2-stroke realm, it's pretty much just the 175 I already own, the 66cc in the back of my car, the 249cc bikes you guys have never seen yet because I haven't finished building them, and they're not even at my house, and the RMX. Oh yeah, and then the Stay Broke crew and pretty much everyone else on the planet wants me to get a Grom. My own dad wants me to get a Grom or a Kawasaki Sherpa. I'm not getting a Kawasaki Sherpa. They're pretty hard to find for one, and I don't like them. So a lot of people want me to get a Grom. I've wanted a Grom. I just don't know that I want it as my main bike. So, my mom's scared to death of me getting a Grom because it's basically invisible to traffic, and I can understand that, but so I don't know. Tell me what you think. This video is probably really long and sort of drifts in and out of topic. Whatever this is I'm drinking is really good, by the way. I don't really care about what's on the cup, though, in case you were wondering. Not sure how long is this video. Oh, it's only 14 minutes. Okay, whatever. I don't know, I'll probably not even edit it or anything, just be like, oh, here, video. So, yeah. Oh, and the other thing is conveniently the WR had to die about the same time that this monstrosity, which is getting worse progressively, started being, oh, okay, more stubborn, if you will. So, I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh yeah, there's that pentagram that I think I mentioned that Devin put on my computer one day. I don't know. There's a lot going on. It's kind of annoying. So yeah.